Okay. Uh, Today we will continue the training. Before we start with the new stuff, thank you all for sending the voice messages. Um, Good summary. However, some points that I would like to mention in order to overcome these points in the future. Okay? But overall, everyone did good. The good thing about the voice messages that Muhannad sent, the good thing was he summarized the points, the technical points, in a very fast way. Okay? Uh, he mentioned in his voice messages the main titles within the videos. Clearly, from all of you, you have went through them. Wahedi, it seems you are a guy who's into details. Okay? So you mentioned technical details that um, shows that you were paying super attention to videos, which is very good. Okay? Sanad as well. You did a very good job in summarizing the structure, was very good. Okay, so we need to combine all of these things that I did not like. uh, they are minor things. Okay, don't think about them, but you need to remember that. First of all, the duration. I mentioned that I need 30 seconds. I received some voice messages over 30 seconds. It's a small thing. However, why I am picking on that, because this small detail, it might create a huge issue on events. Imagine if a client comes to you and he gives you a video of 30 seconds, okay? And then you load it. Then he gives you an updated version of the video. You know what would be the first question we ask? Is it the same duration? Because it's very important. If the modification includes an extra time, placing this video on a timeline, that means we will cut it. We will cut all the extra. So on any update, we ask the same question. Is it the same duration? So generally speaking, my advice is to be specific to details. Okay? If it's 30 seconds, tops 30 seconds. Okay. Another point, in English, it seems almost all of you guys, you like the S. S. As an example, um, what was it? Speaking of the first four videos speaks. Okay, you use a lot of the S. Give me a second. I had an example. You have to pay attention when you use plural or singular. Okay, so one book, books. Okay, you use lots of S. The S, he dances. Okay, they dance. Okay, not dances. A lot of you use the S a lot. Okay, pay attention for that. It's the, it's not the. Okay, uh, slight attention to that. The. Okay, I think a good practice would be to start listening to BBC for news, BBC News Radio. They have a mobile app for learning English. Start listening to more English. Okay? So these are my advices for the prior videos. Okay. The voice messages that you have sent me. A very important thing that we will continue on, it will include what you have seen within these videos. I will continue our journey. The first session, it was going from Amman to Riyadh, going through slight details, general details, then installation, operating the event, and then last thing, dismantling and traveling back to Jordan. So through my training, I will continue this journey and we will take details into that. So the first detail is going on the airplane. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, this is something something silly. Anyway, so I will start from the first day going to the event, installation day. Okay. We have seen lots of items. I will open pictures in order to make things relevant. So, our target, you will receive a target from your tech lead, okay? And basically, you will start flight cases. Do you remember what's a flight case?
Yes, sure.
Okay, that's good. So, first thing, you might be asked to go to the warehouse to help in loading these flight cases. You see, all of them have wheels. So you have a small brake at the bottom. The brake, it's like a lock. So you lock the box so it does not move because it's on 4 wheels. Okay, these details you will see them on site. So you load the boxes, or it might not be you loading the boxes. Loading the boxes, basically taking the boxes, moving them to a certain area, which is called loading area. Someone, it might be people, or a forklift, okay, lifting these objects, placing them on a small truck, Diana, okay? And this truck will move to the site. Very important thing, these flight cases might be super heavy. So don't think you are a superhero and you can lift the flight case alone. Test it. If it's too heavy, ask someone to help you. Some guy would tell you, don't even try to do that. We will do it with the forklift. Okay, anyway. So this is the part before going into the venue. However, I think most likely you will not be asked to do that because this is being prepared ahead. I'm not going to say long time ahead, but ahead, couple of days before the event. So most likely you will go from your hotel or your apartment to the venue. When I say a venue, it could be a hotel, it could be a place where different activities, events are conducted. These venues, they live from renting these ballrooms. So they are super picky on cleanliness. They need everything clean. If there is a carpet and you spill your coffee on the carpet, they will charge us money, cleaning fees. If you move a flight case and you bump it to the wall and you create a small hole in the wall or a scratch on a piece of wood, they will take pictures instantly and give it to their managers, and an invoice will be sent to the company. And imagine if you are working in the Ritz-Carlton hotel. So a small scratch, they will send a big invoice as if you have destroyed the whole ballroom. So we have to be aware moving these items. Okay, so you reach on the site, you will find these flight cases with different shapes, etc. You will be briefed on which flight case you will be using and which flight case includes what. We have dozens of these flight cases, okay? So for sure, you don't need to know what all flight cases you need. You need to know your flight cases. So most likely, you will have something for the LED screen, like this, stacked on top of each other. So this is a good stack. However, usually moving this lengthy stack on a carpet is an issue. So if this box falls while you are moving it, this box could be destroyed. Not the box, the items inside the box. So basically, don't do that. Usually the guys do 2 boxes, not more, because this is too high. Okay, so you see over here, you have handles. Let's try to make it bigger. Okay, you have handles. These handles, you hold the box, you can pull it, drag it, or with help of a friend, you can lift it up. Okay, so you will move your boxes to the area that you are going to work in. With the scope that we are expecting for you guys, because we have different areas within the event. So with the event, we have plenary. I mentioned that last time, right? Okay, the plenary is basically the biggest screen, the biggest sound system, the biggest everything. So it's the main show, okay? This area, we will not work in it in the first couple of events. If you are working in the plenary, you will be informed ahead. Okay. And we have side events. We call them workshops or side events. Okay. So basically, you will work in one of the workshops or in the marketplace. So what's a marketplace? Marketplace is an area where you have lots of booths, partner booths, where they present their items, their services, whatever. So it's basically a marketplace. It's like any market. So you go as a visitor around between booths and you start seeing different offerings. So this is the marketplace. Workshops are small rooms close to the marketplace. So people will come into the marketplace and they know there is a small session about a certain topic in workshop 1. And workshop 2 has a different session. Workshop 3 has a third title. Workshop 4, etc. So usually what we have is between 3 and 4 workshops, not more. Okay. So the area you will be working in, it most likely, it will be a workshop. Or you might be asked to help in the marketplace. Okay? Good. So we agreed, we take our flight cases. You will have people helping you. It's not only like, when I say you take your items, it's not only you. You will find assistant doing that. So flight cases will be categorized mainly. First flight case would be the screen, LED screen flight case, which looks like this. You will have several boxes, the same shape, the same even type of screen. Because when you install the LED screens, the panels, if it was from different batch, different manufacturing date, when you run the LED screen, you will see a difference between the colors of the panels. Okay? So if you were asked to install an LED screen and you see that you have different boxes for the same connected single LED screen, ask why. Ask your direct manager. Is that going to create an issue for me? Yes or no? Okay. So you take your boxes, so basically the LED boxes, and we have the control boxes. For the control boxes, this is more like it. Okay, this is a flight case, more like a control box. This is called tour flight case. Tour flight case. Over here, the locks. When you open this, you will see two layers. The first layer is a drawer that you can lift up. It has items, and beneath it you have other items on two sides. Okay, so this flight case usually includes what? Cables, connections, converters. Okay, converting a signal from one signal to another signal, from HDMI to DVI. Okay, this is a cable, easy. Sometimes you have to convert from HDMI to SDI, a splitter. Okay, HDMI splitter. You give this splitter one HDMI signal and it gives 4 outputs. Okay, we use these. It might include keyboard, mouse, switch, different types of small hardware or equipment, laptops, etc. It depends on what we want to install. So usually you will have a flight case like this. Okay, another thing which you will have is something like a rack. Okay, you will have a flight case that looks like this. Okay, when you open it, basically it's like this. It's a rack mount. Okay, it's a rack mount. So you will have equipment already installed within this flight case. You open the front lid, you move it, you open the back lid, and then you have mainly the equipment that you will be using. I want to show you actually the picture of the flight case that you will be using in the event. 1 second. So the first thing, you will move your items to your working area, which is your workshop, right? First thing you need to ask for. What could it be? Guys, tell me. You took your stuff. Okay. By the way, inside the boardroom, when you move these, you need to place a plastic cover on the carpet. You cannot just keep this on the carpet. You have to place a plastic cover. Usually in boardrooms, they create a tunnel of wood pieces, plastic, so you don't have to move these wheels on carpet or marble, even marble. So you will move these flight cases. So after moving the flight cases over there, what is the first question that you would ask, guys? Yalla, give me suggestions. You guys still sleeping? You ate a lot, huh? Yalla, give me suggestions, ideas. What is the first question to ask? Guys, yalla. What is the first question to ask?
The face of the screen, maybe?
Say again?
The face of screen.
Say
Where is
again.
the face of screen?
Where is the
Face of the screen.
phase or face?
Face.
Okay,
Face.
okay,
The front side.
okay. Not the front side, which is close. Where is the place? Where are we going to place, install the screen? Logically,
Yes.
I've got the screen with me. First thing we install is LED screen. Okay? It's very important to get specific points for installing the LED screen. 1 second. Okay, that's cool. I have it. Okay, so as I said, one of the guys or maybe the client will come and label where you are going, where you're going to
Install the first screen.
yeah, exactly.
Develop
They will mark it. They will mark it on the floor. So let me just forward these to myself so we can see them.
Is it kind of a printed label, Bashar?
No, it's duct tape. Marking label. That's it.
Maybe it have a serial number for each one, for each piece, where to place one,
No,
two,
no,
three,
no, no,
four,
no,
A,
no,
B,
no,
C.
no, no,
No.
no, not at all. It's not a serial number. It's basically you install the panels. Now we will talk about that. You will install the panels and then you will reconfigure them. So it does not matter if you installed this screen before that, this panel before that panel. Okay, done. I've got my stuff ready. Okay, done. So, okay, so this is the first picture. Sorry. So as you can see, this is the black box that we have. This is actual. You see the yellow area, it's loading area 1. And over here we have the name of the event. This is another control flight case. This is like one of the most important control flight cases that we have. Okay, let me show you how it looks from the front, this black box. So this is how it looks when we open the front lid. Okay, so let me go through elements very fast. So basically this is your control. Okay, this is your control. In which way? At the bottom list you have a UPS. Do you know what's a UPS, guys? You know, you should know.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. So all the items must be connected to the UPS. Why? Because even though we are in an event, sometimes you might have a failure, not during the event, but maybe before it. Let's say they decided to switch off the power and they have informed everyone, but they did not inform you for a certain reason. So any power cut, your UPS will be running and your hardware will be running, and you can switch it off in a proper way. Okay? Sometimes if power switches off, like a direct cut, and you run the hardware again and you have messed up hardware. Okay? So a UPS is essential in our work. Okay, for the control. For sure, the LED screen, you cannot place a UPS for it because it consumes lots and lots of power. So you need like tremendous amount of batteries to run the LED screen for 1 minute. Okay, so it's not efficient. However, in terms of control, if you have a power cut and the power comes back, the LED instantly goes on. However, you have computers over here. These computers need to start. And you know, Windows will say, Windows did not reboot properly. Let us do a system check. Imagine, this can go for 10 minutes. So it's very important to use a UPS. Okay, so first element is UPS. Do we give the power directly to the computers from the UPS? No, we don't. Let me show the second picture, which is from the back. You see at the top over here, is it clear? You see over here on the top?
Yes.
Okay, so this is called Ferman. What is it? Basically, it's a power regulator. The UPS gives power, main power to the Ferman, and then we take everything in terms of power for these devices from the Ferman. Okay, let's see the Ferman from the other end. Why it's installed in this way? Why is it installed in this way? It's facing the other end. Now I will tell you why. Let me just open. This is the back side of the same flight case. So you see, this is from the back. So here we see the Ferman on the top. It has a main switch. So basically you run the UPS and then you switch on the Ferman. Why? Because UPSs generally, when you switch them on, they do power test. So usually we run the UPS, let it finish all the testing, and then we switch on the Ferman. The Ferman over here displays the voltage that you are receiving. You see this circle and this circle? Basically, these knobs, you can pull them out and they will show light on to the bottom, so you can connect and disconnect things while you don't have lots of light around you. This is very important. You can't imagine how many times we had to put a cable or remove a cable while there is slight light. It's not enough light to see. Okay? So these are highly efficient. As you can see at the bottom, we have power extension. On the two sides, we have metal hooks, red hooks. Why? Because imagine if you put power over here and the cable is going straight down. Power here going straight down. Network cables going straight down. If you want to connect a cable over here, you have to move the cables like this. You cannot see what's happening. It will be a total mess. So most of the times, if we have a network cable, it will be connected to this port going on the side and it goes down from the side. So you keep this area as clear as possible. Okay? As clear as possible. I'm going to show you a picture showing you this was like on this flight case, the red flight case, it was a thing that is considered to be minimal in terms of cabling. Give me a second. where was it? Ah, okay, sorry. I remember. Okay, so you see this tidy red flight case. It has lots of cables inside. This is the same control case, yet from the back during a medium event. Look how many cables. You see this amount of cables? This is while being super neat, super organized. Imagine how things get out of hand. Okay? So it's very important to be neat and tidy. Okay, guys? Very, very important. This is one of the key things. Okay. So let's see, let's go back to the front of downloads. Okay, so this is the front. So this is your control. Okay, first you will start with installing the LED screen, connecting and cabling the LED screen. Okay, so connecting the LED screen, as you went through the videos, you saw how it's like a daisy chain. A daisy chain. You connect one panel to the second panel, the second panel to the third, etc., etc. So basically, the way you will do, you will install panels, connect them, lock them together. Very important. Lock the panels together, and then you will build up the whole screen. As I said, you will not do this alone. You will have someone with you. So you will see how the screen is being supported with trusses, etc., etc., etc. So you will not be doing this alone on the first time for sure. Okay. So after building the screen, you will start linking the panels together, one panel to the other, in terms of power and data. Okay, signal. After linking the whole screen based on a signal plan for the LED screen, you will be given this plan, you will connect it according to it, you will get your main signal cables connected to the LED processor. This is an LED processor, you see. This is one, this is two LED processors. Okay? So the LED processor basically translates a video, an HDMI cable signal, translate it to data. And it will be transferred, it's not data, but a certain kind of data that the LED screen understands. It's not networking data, okay? It's a data that the LED sending and receiving cards understand. So if you connect it to a switch, you cannot split. It's a different story, okay? So this processor, LED processor, translates the video signal into data signal sent to the LED panel. So the LED panel, as you already saw, Basically, it's a square, 1/2 meter by 1/2 meter, and it has small LED bulbs. This panel, from the back, it has a power supply, okay, to give power to the bulbs. Also, it has a receiving card and a board, a motherboard. So the receiving card will receive data from the main signal and will understand based on the data, panel ID, it's me. Okay, as a panel, it will say it's me. Yes, panel ID. The first bulb, pixel number 1, it should be red. Pixel number 2, it should be green. Pixel number 3, it should be blue, etc. Sure, it's RGB, red, green, blue. These 3 colors, mixing them together, you have all the colors. Okay? So, the processor will send on data cable the panel ID and each bulb, what it should display in terms of color. So it translates the video signal that you are sending to it. Okay, that's good. So over here within this video processor, let me zoom in. Yes, over here. Here it is. So this is the video processor over here. You see, it has DVI, it has HDMI inputs over here. I know it's small. It has an input. So you can take your HDMI from a laptop, connect it to that processor, and you will be sending a picture to that processor. Over here you have the RJ45 ports, which are used for signal data. Okay, signal data, it's RJ45 cables linked from the processor to the LED screen. Each 18 panels are connected to one port. Okay, this number is the safe number. 18 panels is considered to be a very safe number. However, sometimes your supervisor or tech lead will tell you connect 20, but always consult with him if it's above 18 panels per cable. Okay? Okay. So we have 2 LED processors. LED processors. So let's, okay. Sorry, not this one, this one. So we have 2 LED processors. طيب, how we are going to give these processor signals? At the bottom, you see this is one computer and a second computer. These are 2 computers. Why 2 computers? One of them is considered to be control computer. The second one is a display computer. What is the display computer? Display computer is basically a computer that is displaying all the content. Videos, taking in a signal live, taking in a PowerPoint, everything. It's taking all the signals. The other computer is controlling the display computer, because when you have an event, you can't have a mouse and a cursor moving on the big LED screen. It's ridiculous. You're not operating your laptop. Okay? So on the LED screen, you can't minimize windows, open windows. It's an event. It should be like the TV. When you look to a TV station, you don't see mouse. You don't see a cursor of a mouse. Unless it's Jordanian TV. I saw it a couple of times, the cursor of the mouse on the TV. But you cannot, okay? So the control computer will control the display computer, giving it commands what to display, where to display, etc., etc. So the display, actually the top one is the display. The display computer is connected to the LED processors. So from the control computer, you tell the display, play a video. This computer will play a video, send it to the LED processors. LED processors will send it to the LED screen, and you will be able to see an HD signal very big on a very big LED screen. Okay. Not very big because it's an HD signal. Okay. So UPS, control computer, display computer, and this piece of hardware, it's called Screen Pro. Screen Pro. This device, basically, it has the functionality of switching between signals. You have input 1, input 2, input 3, input 4. You can send input 1 to the output, input 2 to the output. So it's a switcher. Also, on the advanced mode, you can use it with multiple layers. You know what's a layer? All know what's a layer? Layer, guys. Who worked with Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, anything?
Yeah,
Sanad, you worked with.
in each photos we have many layers, the background and the front.
Exactly. Thank you, Sanad. Muhannad,
Yes, Bashar.
do you know what's a layer?
Yes, I saw it in Photoshop.
Okay, perfect. Heidi,
Yes, it's like what Sanad and Muhammad said.
okay, perfect. So everyone has the knowledge of what a layer is. Okay, perfect. So with this device, you can create multiple layers. You have a background. You can place a small pip. It's called a pip. Okay, a pip. You can place a pip that includes a picture from a computer, a different computer, and another pip. It could be the camera, the picture of the speaker. So this can do that. Okay. However, with this installation, this hardware is being used to convert signals only. The computers are working on 50 hertz. 50 hertz. Let's say we have an HD signal. Okay. It's on 50 hertz progressive. There is progressive signal and there is interlaced signal. Let me show you, or actually I will send you a video, the difference between the progressive signal and the interlaced signal. They are the same size, however they are different types. These two types are very important. I will send you a video related to that. So this device basically converts from progressive to interlaced, okay? Because these computers are going to work in progressive. However, we have other colleagues, they want 50 interlaced. So this hardware is taking one output from the display computer to here, and it's converting it to interlaced, and from interlaced we send it to the guys. Okay? Okay. So this is basically what is called a scaler. Or actually it's considered to be a processor as well, video processor. Okay. طيب, what is that, guys? This on top of it. Yalla, think. Hey, I will zoom in. What is that? Any ideas?
It's like a khazni.
It's a drawer.
Yeah, it's like this.
A drawer. A simple drawer that you place
Secured,
items
but
in. You have a cable, a small cable, connectors, license keys. License keys. Some of the softwares, they need license keys. All are placed in this drawer. Okay. So, another, on the top of the drawer, you have what is called Magnimage. Magnimage. This hardware basically, it's a processor and a scaler for the big screen, for the LED screen. So as we said, the display computer is outputting a signal. It goes to the Magnimage to scale it and make sure that I have it in the appropriate format, whatever I want. And then from the Magnimage, I send it to the LED processors. The LED processors are not smart, are not flexible. So that's why we have what is called Magnimage. The Magnimage can take more than one input. Okay? And it can give multiple outputs, much more than 2. It can give, as I remember, up to 8 outputs. Okay. So this Magnimage is connected to the LED processors. I want to show you one thing in the display computer. You see, this is the graphics card. I will count because it's not clear. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this graphics card, it takes 2 slots. Okay? It can output 6 outputs at the same time. So imagine you have an HD screen, 6 screens. You connect them to one computer, to this computer. Not only that, these graphics cards can output 6 4Ks. Up to 6 4Ks. So imagine the resolution that we can cover. Okay? 6 4Ks, it's like tremendous size of screen. Sometimes we use multiple display computers, 4 of them with the same specifications. So 4 multiplied by 6, this is the amount of 4K signals we are sending. So you can imagine the scale of work. It's very big. Also, it includes capture cards over here. This is one. Over here we have installed another one after the picture. This third one was removed. So over here we have capture card. Basically, you connect a video signal and you can take it on the software. Like if you have a camera, it comes on a cable which is called SDI cable. SDI cable. I will send you a video related to SDI cables. So you connect the camera over here. On the second card, it's a 4 input HDMI card. So you have 4 inputs. So on input 1, you will install PowerPoint 1, PowerPoint 2, then vMix or whatever computers that you receive. Okay. So again, How do you control these devices? You control them through network. You start sending them comments, okay? You start sending them. So all these devices are linked with network. How do we control them? I'm going to send you a picture now. 1 second. Of what is called Stream Deck. Stream Deck is our tool to control them. This is also you see these buttons. These buttons over here, you can place an icon. Each button is considered to be a screen. Okay? So you can place the icon, you can type names on that, etc. So when you push this button, this will happen. Okay? We will see this in live, by the way. This is our practical session that we will conduct in my office. Okay. So again, back to our topic, you will reach on site. First of all, you will have your LED screen boxes. You will move them in with the help of a friend. You will move boxes on top of each other. Get marks where to install the LED screen. You will start with your colleague installing the LED screen in your first event. You will be assisting him, learning from him every single detail. It's very important to focus on details. You start building up the screen. You will start connecting the screen. You will connect the screen in terms of power, then signal. You will connect the signal. You will get the main signal to the LED processors. To these two, you will connect them. You will open this flight case and you need to ask a very important question. Where is our control? Where is the video control? Okay? Usually you have space for this and one more table. That's it. So the table must include one monitor with a keyboard and mouse to control this production computer, two laptops. You will place two laptops, PowerPoint 1, PowerPoint 2. And on PowerPoint 1 you will have vMix, and on PowerPoint 2 you will have vMix. Okay? We'll talk about the control in details later on. So you will connect your control to the power. You see how you will connect your control? You see over here this blue plug. It's a 16 amp cable, 16 amp plug. Let me 16 amp. I don't want dimensions, I want just plug pictures. You see, this is how it looks. Okay, so we have male, female version of these. All power cables will include these plugs. So power cables will be 16 amp cables. Sure, we have in terms of cables bigger cables, 32 amps. They will be bigger cables. 32 amp cables. You see, it's red, bigger plug, it's 3-phase. These cables you don't handle by any means. You don't even move them. You ask the power guys to handle 32 amps. Never ever disconnect a red cable or move it or do anything with it. The only cables you are allowed to install are the 16 amp, usually are small with blue plugs. Okay, the red plugs, don't even touch them. Okay, if you have you will always have a power guy on site. He will handle these. Usually before you connect to power, you connect your control or your LED screen. Like this control, you know how much it costs? It costs this costs over $30,000. This is the shittiest control that we have, the smallest. Okay, 30,000. Imagine you connecting it to the power and we have issue with the power. So lots of things might happen. Okay, so it's always mandatory before connecting your system, your control, you ask a power technician, are we good to connect? He will give you a confirmation. He will say, yes, go ahead. Okay, before consulting a power guy, don't ever plug your control. Okay, so
بدها صلاة استخارة قبل التركيب.
at least والله man, والله at least, you know,
It's scary.
super scary, super scary. One guy, he actually plugged an LED screen, a small LED screen. It was 5 meters by 3 meters, something like that. He plugged it to the power without asking the power guys if it's good or not. And the whole screen, all panels were destroyed. The issue was the screen was installed and they had lots of decoration placed after it, so you don't have access for it. So removing this screen and putting a different screen, it took 3 days.
Wow.
3 days for video technicians and 2 days for the decoration guys. It was a huge
Despite the
job.
cost.
The cost. I'm not talking about the cost. This is time.
Yeah, despite the cost. We are talking
Despite
about time
the
here and
huge
cost.
Huge cost.
Risky, very risky.
Yes, so always when dealing with power, it's better to be sure rather than just checking. We have power
And it will not
technicians.
be risky, Bashar. Sorry for corruption. It will not be risky if you ask or consult anyone specialist in this field, by the way.
Exactly, for sure, for sure. The power technicians, before they even tell you to connect, they have their own testing tool. They test the power that they are, that you have the proper power that you need. So no need to risk it. When they tell you, yes, you can connect, they are sure that they have tested.
Yeah, it's better to ask someone expert in this field, by the way, especially in the first days in the sites or even in advanced stages. Why not? Why not to consult anyone specialist, not to fall in this trouble?
No, for me, like I'm doing this 12 years, Abu Yusuf. Up to today, I never connect power before asking a power guy. Are we good to connect? Yes, he tells you yes or no. Wait, that's it. Okay, so when you run your computer, the control computer, you will have the software to configure the LED screen. You will have software to control the display computer. You will have other softwares to control other hardware. Okay? So now you take your control, you connect it to the power. After confirming with the power guys, you will start cabling. Usually this flight case, you will have it already cabled. So you will have cable 1 going to the LED processor, cable 2 going to the second LED processor. Cable 3 is considered to be multi-viewer, to see what's happening before sending to the main LED screen. This includes lots of details. I'm not going through it now. So after installing your control, this having power, you have your table, you will install your monitor, you will install your keyboard and mouse connected to the control computer, and you will start programming. Okay? First thing to program is the LED screen. Yes, Mohammed?
Nothing. I said okay.
Okay. So the first thing you will program is the LED screen. The LED screen, the whole idea is to make sure that you have the right configuration. We will talk about LED configuration in details next session. I will be sending you videos, more videos to go through in details. LED configuration. Okay, so this is second video. SDI cable, the difference between progressive and interlaced signals. Okay, so I will show you just a picture, or actually a video showing the control. One second. How it looks.
Operation, Stanley became one of the top 100 defense company in the world. One of the top 100 defense company in the world. Actually, we were number 98. Operation, Stanley became one of the top 100.
It's flipped, sorry. Let me open it over here.
Operation.
So, okay. You see over here, this over here, it's a different control for camera guys. So this is the flight case that you saw, the red flight case, up to here, starting from this area to this area. So this is basically, it includes hardware inside it. This is one of the most important tracks that we have. Okay, so later on, I'm moving. This is where I am sitting. So I have two laptops on my side. This is first screen that includes small pips that I have to follow on, representing signals. After it, I have a big 55-inch TV. Over here is my control laptop, as you can see at the bottom. You see the screens, signals everywhere. This is another 55-inch TV. You will not have this. This is on a medium show in the plenary, okay? And over here we have the show caller. The show caller is basically the person who says what happens, what's going to happen, and he gives the go. So you will have a show caller, or let's say in a workshop, a room monitor. He will tell you, give me the PowerPoint, please. Show the PowerPoint. Okay, let's remove the PowerPoint. Can we put the session title? You will have instructions what to do, when to do. Okay, so
actually we were number 98.
As you can see, still we have, look how the control is big. From which end? Look, this is the first end. From this side, we have equipment installed all the way to the other end, over here, to the other end. All of this, while we are moving, you see these black boxes, these are LED panels. So we are sitting behind the screen. You see what's holding the screen? It's trusses. So it's a very big job. It's not as small as what you saw in the videos, okay? So over here, you see trussing everywhere, etc. So it's a big thing. You see the trussing? So these are very big screens. We are talking about 25 meters by 6 meters, something like that. So it's very big. Okay. For today, I think I'm good. I just want to ask very fast, did you finish vMix videos? Yes or no? Sanad, yalla.
Yes.
Okay. Muhammad.
Yes, yes, sure.
Okay. Heidi. Heidi. هيدي اترك القطايف.
والله شكله غرقان بالقطر.
وحيدي وحيدي وينك يا وحيدي؟
وحيدي يا شكله بيصلي التراويح.
اها
لا موجود بس رحت افتح الباب والله اجت خالتي عنا فتحت
يلا
الباب.
اكيد مش
يلا
قطايف.
تحلى مع خالتك.
اكيد مش
الله
قطايف وحيدي. عيني بعينك شو مش قطايف؟
لا مش صاحبي معنا اصلا.
طيب. Did you go through the vMix videos? Did you finish them?
Yes.
Okay, very good. خلاص. Next session I will start with very fast questions, or actually you know what I will do? I will record voice messages in terms of questions related to vMix. I will send it separately, or actually I will send it on the group, 3-4 videos, 3-4 questions, and I want the answers to be sent back to me, voice messages again in English. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Everything is clear up to now? Anything difficult or life is good?
Life is good.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Thank you guys. Have a good evening.
يعطيكم العافية شباب.
welcome. الله يعافيكم يا رب.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
مع
Bye-bye.
السلامة.
Thank you, Bashar. Thank you, Muhammad.
Bye-bye.
Salam.
باي باي. مع السلامة.